Hey, what's up? Today I'm going to show you my worship pedal board under $250. So this is a cheap pedal board, as you can see. Um, those are some Chinese pedals, and I don't know where it came from, but all I know is that most of my pedals are from the Chinese pedals. But as as I can say, this is a very useful pedal to me, since I play at church every Sunday on a regular day on a daily basis. I always play on church on every Sundays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays for practice. So this is the essential board for me, and I am not a professional musician at church, or a professional musician on the outside world, as they call, or as they say. But this pedal is very useful to me, and this is my go-to pedals, and I chose each stump box that is here. I personally picked it, and I always buy a second-hand pedals. And as you can see, this is my pedal board. So this is the Zoom G1X on. This is the Marshall Blues Breaker, the Moore Green Mile. It's like an Ibanez Tube Screamer, but it's just a clone. This is the Boss DS1, the distortion, the new X Consequent digital delay, and the Moore Shimmer. So let me get it straight. Since I play at church, I always do a ambient sound, and the reason why I have three drive pedals is I like to have a gain staging. I usually use the green mile just to give color to my tone, and to give an extra grit to every song that we play. And I use the blues breaker to boost up my gain, and I use it for lead lines and lead parts. And I use the Boss distortion for some rock gospel church, like Planet Shakers, Hillsong, for some of their songs. But and this Zoom G1X on, as I can say, this is the brain of my pedal board, because it has everything that I need: the volume pedal, the tuner, the modulations, the delay. So this is my clean signal. I use Godon SD24. Now, on my Zoom, I always have a digital delay on, but the mix is just in a very low setting, so it would just give ambient sound on my clean tones. So even if I don't turn any reverb or delay, it has something that would give color to my tone. but it's but it's very subtle, so you cannot notice it on and that's my so as I say, this is the brain of my pedals. It has my tuner, everything that I need, and some modulations, some big reverbs. So this is my main drive that I use regularly. And that's my drive. And I use the blues breaker for some lead lines to step up my gain. So that's how I use the Marshall blues breaker. And for me, this pedal is good for lead lines, for rock blues, but not for heavy metal or heavy rock music. But so that's how I use the blues breaker. And I always keep this open when I'm playing. And this is the Boss distortion. So it is a distortion pedal. It sounds fuzzy and so that's the Boss. Now the most important thing I use in church is the ambient sound that is coming from my Zoom. I use the Zoom as my volume pedal, and this Chinese digital delay is a cheap pedal, but I can say that this is a useful pedal since it has a top tempo delay. So here it is. So you can use it. You can use the top tempo. You'll just tap the speed you want. So that's how I use it. And so let me give you a sample of how I use it on my own church. And what we usually do on church is we use our guitars as a ambience or ambient pad for the church. And I have a patch here in my Zoom you can check out on my channel. I have a tutorial on how to do this. So this patch is like a big sky from Strymon. So at a cheap cost I can use my pedal to have an ambient sound. So here's how it sounds. So this is the patch. Yeah, it's like a Strymon big sky, I know. And to add upon it, I add a reverb from a stomp box and a delay to have more repeats to the reverb. So here's how I use it on church. So that's how it sounds. People usually ask me how did I do it. Well, of course, most important part of the playing, especially in church, is that you have ears for the sound. Well, I'm not saying that we don't need Strymons or we don't need El Capistan or a big sky. I definitely want it, but since I don't have the money for it, I I always make sure that I maximize the pedals that I have. So, well, as I could say, since I don't have the budget for it, this is the pedal that I need. This is the pedal that I want, and I love it. I thank God for this, because I can use it and function it as I can make it function like it is a high class pedal. Well, I can say that this is just a cheap pedal board, but for everyone who is striving to have a pedal board and you don't have the budget, you can always buy cheap pedal for the start, and you can just maximize the use of it, especially for those who are playing in church. So that's it for my cheap pedal board, ambient sound. Well, I hope that I help some of the people, especially those who are deciding to buy a mover pedals or a Nuex digital delay, a distortion pedal. Well, I don't usually use the drive sounds because it's a church, guys. we don't always use solos or what. We have it, but not most of the time. So if you want it, let me have a other video for it. So that's it for my worship pedal board. I hope you guys learned something from it. Thank you.